Welcome back to Mom, Can I Have Another $1? Keith
Ultimate
Harley
Davidson
video games. So what? You're gonna go bankrupt? Is that the objective?
No.
Keith was right.
Welcome, riders, but not new riders or female riders or anyone who's not a boomer.
I'm gonna be the fat man.
Keith was right. This game's not for girls, but not because it's too macho and tough. Because what self-respecting woman would want anything to do with a Harley Davidson video game?
Because you are not welcome.
Like a woman trying to reconnect with her father she hasn't seen in like 30 years. I could see her wanting to play this game. You
know what? I would love for this to be the fucking obstacle in that road.
Hey, Dad, I haven't seen you in a long time. You're old man now, right?
The best that they could do was to meet up randomly. Not randomly, but just their only scheduled get-together was at a Dave & Buster's, and this was in a corner.
I was going to say a fucking decrepit Shakey's Pizza. I don't know if that if that means anything to you guys, but to me that means a lot.
So did it direct you to just charge across the grass?
I don't know.
And tear up a golf course so you could hit the Harley Davidson sign, I guess.
Yeah, Harley Davidson knows no bounds.
Well, congratulations, Kyle. You've managed to write like a Hallmark movie in hell.
Yep, a woman and her father, who is dying of terminal cancer.
The father or the woman?
Let's say both. They bond ever so briefly about how they both have the same lethal cancer.
Appropriately enough, they also bond over the Harley Davidson licensed arcade game.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Is they share those stories in between rounds of the Harley Davidson arcade game. They're just swapping stories about their chemo sessions.
I grew
We're
up thinking
already
about
halfway there. We're halfway to that movie right now, boys. All we need is some cancer.
Oh, Carlin! I can unbury Carlin, and maybe we can do it with him.
Sounds like you're not very good at exhuming things around the old Kyle residence these days.
That's a squirrel joke.
I don't know why you laugh like Mr. Dink, though.
Because at first I was laughing at my dead friend who died from cancer, and then I realized it was about...
That doesn't explain why you laughed like Mr. Dink. You're not the Doug guy or the Hank guy or any of that. Hey, Kyle, how about you keep your eyes on the road a minute before the conversation implodes in on itself and creates a fucking black hole?
Oh, we're already in a conversation gravity well. That's going nowhere.
I know that, but I'm saying this one might be the big one, Douglas, that actually causes physical damage to the world.
Oh shit!
Not just to ourselves and our mental health, but quite possibly to just the fabric of reality.
Look, is that dragon from the episode of King of the Hill where they go to the Renaissance Fair and he gets excited about the fact that it's going to shoot off 1,000 gallons of propane?
Christ, it's humid. It's so fucking humid out today. I don't have the air conditioner on because I don't want the noise, and also I don't want to pay money. But I'm gonna have to turn it on after this because it is.
Sure, but I thought that was your response to Kyle's story.
No, it was. It was.
You were experiencing weather phenomena in your room. I think you were going completely.
His bath turned on and started making the room incredibly hot. That's how
the
bad
shower is running
was.
extremely hot.
Fellas, it can be all those things. Why not? Why can't all that be happening?
The taps are all leaking, all the hot water in your house.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not going to make it.
Streams of cockroaches.
Streams of cockroaches parade into your living room and then take the shape of Kyle's head.
No, Nick, you're dangerously close to describing the Cats movie trailer now. I don't like it. I don't like anything we're doing. I don't like anything that the Harley Davidson game has prompted us to do.
Well, I'm going to be a cop because that's the only person who deserves to, be in charge of this situation. Because they'll get away with it.
Situation? Driving around the city collecting Harley Davidson logos,
seems
not even collecting them, just running into the setups that have them on display.
The police are speeding around to tear down the Harley Davidson logo. What is this? A European country that's retaliating against Trump's steel tariff?
That's a little esoteric for me. I don't really get it.
Oh, I think you're about to bite the big one here, Kyle.
What? Oh, he saw the fence in time. Damn.
Yeah, it looked like you were just gonna run straight for it.
Apparently,
Considering you just ran over a fire hydrant
I'm
harmlessly on a
invulnerable
motorcycle,
to
you know, I don't think the fence would have done much.
I think it would make for at least a pretty interesting entry in the news to see that a police officer had died ramming at full speed into a fence while chasing an illusory Harley Davidson logo.
fuck you, plane.
Like
Harley
they have
Davidson
you in
connected to many
hell.
motorcycle deaths.
like they have recordings from their radio as they kept trying to make contact, and it just kept saying like, "Get over here, I'm going to get him."
Why the fuck did they make the runway color blue? I thought you were going to be driving into a river.
Harley Davidson has conducted an illegal race today to have fans go all over L.A. County. What's the L.A. County?
On second thought, I don't actually give a fuck. It's Los Angeles County, Kyle. Get out of
Okay.
here. Why am I helping you? Never mind. It's the cocksucking cunnilingus king of Calaveras County. I have to say I was surprised that you actually chose that as a title of a recent episode. Nick. I thought for sure that was going to be the gimme one that doesn't get used.
You know what? That was easily the most delightful phrase, although Cubert equals mass shootings was hard to pass on.
Of course, it's
I gotta
Cubert.
say, I'm pretty proud that I somehow prompted that Cubert wishes he was a mass shooting. I don't know how. Like
Yeah, I just rewatched that episode today, and yeah, it was pretty much all we talked about the entire time. Cubert wishes he had the kind of that he could draw the kind of
clout.
attention a mass shooting gets.
So does Harley Davidson these days. Looks like it's
Yeah.
come full circle.
actually,
Well.
that's not inaccurate. I think Harley Davidson is suffering because all the boomers are like, well, I have all my shit I need. I'm just ready to die now, and they're not.
I mean, I can afford a novelty mode of transportation, but fuck it. I don't need to buy another one just yet.
Yeah,
And
I'll leave this one to my kids.
compared to Harley Davidson, I'd say Cubert is the more recession-proof.
I will say though, Harley Davidson has made birthdays and just about everything very easy for me and my father because
Oh.
I would just go, "Hey, I live in South Korea. What am I gonna get my dad? Oh, they're selling Harley Davidson T-shirts at the fucking airport. I guess I'll just have to go to the airport and spend nothing dollars in Korean money to buy a T-shirt that is way too big for him because at that time he was extra overweight. I think he's lost weight at this point. But that's all I had to do. I just went
So
somewhere.
he is definitely in the target audience
Exactly.
for Harley Davidson.
Exactly.
So
like-
so your dad looks like a toddler going to sleep in a hand-me-down oversized T-shirt that
precisely.
just says Harley Davidson. And,
What I wonder is,
and also
what's the official...
every birthday, every Christmas, he's just like, oh, good, another Harley Davidson.
He's like, where's this one
another
from?
reminder.
Ooh.
Oh, this one's even bigger. What is my son trying to tell me?
Is this all I am to you?
Am I just a walking billboard for Harley Davidson?
I guess I'm gonna get.
I haven't ridden a motorcycle in 10 years.
I guess I'm gonna get a Harley Davidson funeral shroud.
A Harley Davidson funeral.
I'll get him a Harley Davidson. I don't know what's that thing that like the spouse wear that the woman wears at a wedding, and like they're a veil. I'll get him a Harley Davidson veil for my wedding, because you know.
What I'm wondering is, what's the official Yamaha video game about? Do you speed your sports bike downtown to get to a piano tuning appointment?
That'd be pretty good.
Get it?
Yeah, because Yamaha makes
Dude.
everything.
Well, they make motorcycles and music.
They make everything,
Specifically.
Keith.
Specifically the things I said, though.
But they also
That was why
make
it was a well-thought-out joke.
I don't know. Given the way that Asian industries work, I would not be surprised to find that there are like Yamaha toothbrushes and all sorts of shit.
No,
like
that's
that.
not
Yamaha
inaccurate.
TV network where they air humiliating game shows.
Somebody in the office has to say, yeah, the weekend wasn't so great for me. I crashed
Okay,
my
no.
Yamaha, and they're like, I didn't know you drove a bike. And then there's a cutaway shot of a smashed up refrigerator.
Yeah.
I think we just found proof that you're not driving in L.A. County, but rather Atlanta. Or someplace between here and Nick's house, because there was a huge traffic wreck.
Oh, this looks like pretty close to my neighborhood, and also kind of looks like DC.
Did you just say the Mind Eater neighborhood?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah!